Welcome back to Beyond the Rabbit Hole. Tonight, we dive deep into the further mysteries of the Numogram. After exploring Zone 0 and meeting Utunal, we now venture deeper into the Numogram's mysteries to discover perhaps its most fascinating aspect, the time circuit. This isn't merely another component of the system. It's the dynamic backbone that transforms the Numogram from abstract numerical mysticism into a functional tool for temporal navigation. The time circuit emerges from specific pathways connecting certain zones within the decimal labyrinth. While all circuits in the Numogram carry currents, the time circuit specifically channels what the CCRU called chronodemon energies, or forces that influence our perception and experience of time itself. The circuit forms a specific pattern through the digits 0 through 9, creating what resembles a twisted figure 8 when mapped onto the circular Numogram. This temporal pathway begins with Utunal, our previously encountered demon that bridges zones 0 and 9. From there, it travels through specific numerical gateways, following what the CCRU called current channels that connect various zones according to precise mathematical relationships. Each segment of this circuit corresponds to different temporal modes: the past, present, future, and what they mysteriously termed the outside time, or time beyond time. What makes the time circuit extraordinary is how it functioned in CCRU practice. Members reported that by mentally tracing these pathways through focused meditation on the Numogram, they could induce altered states of temporal awareness. Some described experiences of time dilation, precognitive flashes, or access to what they called time loops, or recurring patterns in personal and collective history that usually remain invisible. The circuit introduces 5 additional chronodemons beyond Utunal, each governing different temporal functions. Kadak controls the preservation of memory, Adab governs the emergence of novelty, Jenks manipulates causal sequences, Tsikvik accelerates temporal processes, and Murmur, perhaps the most enigmatic, allegedly enables communication across different time streams. Together, these entities form what the CCRU called the temporal pantheon, the guardians and manipulators of time's flow through the decimal system. According to CCRU writings, working with the time circuit had practical applications beyond mystical experience. They developed techniques for using it to identify optimal timing for projects, navigate decision points by viewing potential timelines, and even influence probability by reinforcing certain temporal currents over others. The time circuit also functioned as a calendar system. The CCRU mapped various historical periods onto different segments of the circuit, claiming that each era falls under the influence of specific chronodemons. Our current epoch, they suggested, is primarily governed by Tsikvik, or the accelerator, explaining the ever-increasing pace of technological and social change. Future shifts between dominant chronodemons supposedly correspond to major transitions in civilization. The time circuit reveals the Numogram's true nature, not as a static map, but as a dynamic system for navigating reality's hidden dimensions. Through it, numbers become more than quantities. They transform into gateways, vehicles, and tools for exploring and potentially influencing the flow of time itself. Whether approached as literal occult technology or powerful conceptual framework, the time circuit offers a unique lens for understanding how past, present, and future interweave through patterns that can be numerically decoded. For those bold enough to follow these numerical currents, the time circuit promises not just understanding of temporal processes, but potentially the ability to surf them. You now have the keys, allowing you to ride the waves of time through the digital ocean of the Numogram.